Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 176. And just like the last episode, this is something that was never really on my radar at all. In fact, I kind of forgot this movie even existed until like recently. But then today, some news broke about Operation Fortune. I read it and I was like, okay, I can make a video about this. So here we are. So Operation Fortune, Ruse De Guerre, I don't care. So it finally has a release date. March 3rd, literally less than a month from now. Um, and like the story behind this movie is kind of weird, but I want to explain it. So, from what I remember, this movie was supposed to come out January of last year. Then it got pushed to March of last year. Then it disappeared altogether. It pulled a Houdini and just vanished. And it was just in purgatory for the longest time. And originally, I didn't know why. But then I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay. This is starting to make sense. Because in the movie, the villains happen to be Ukrainian. Ukrainian, like mob, basically. And obviously releasing a movie like that right with the whole Russia Ukraine conflict or going on and having the Ukrainians be the villains in the movie would be in like the worst taste imaginable. That would People would be hella mad, like real pissed, like beyond all belief. So I guess the people behind the movie were like, okay, we should probably hold off releasing this until things get better ish. And then they waited and waited and waited and waited until now. In fact, I'm pretty sure I thought this was gonna like go to like streaming, I think, or get like a digital release or something in the States, but I guess those plans were scrapped. So now it's gonna go up against Creed 3. It's not gonna win. I don't think I need to explain to you why that is. Like, I mean, it's from Guy Ritchie. I know he has his fans, but I don't think his fan base is that big. Okay, I don't think this movie, especially this movie has like less than a month to market itself, which is not a whole lot of time. Like, if you want to start a marketing campaign, you need to start way in advance, like 6 months to a year. That way, you get that that momentum that will slowly just build and build and build until it crescendos, right? You can't do that in a month. You just can't. It's not possible. So, yeah. But I mean, at least they didn't give up on it. I mean, there's that. So, yeah. So for all you Guy Ritchie fans, well, you get to see his latest movie in theaters, like literally a month before his other movie, which is maybe it's called The Covenant. So 2023 is going to be a good year if you're a Guy Ritchie fan. Um, but yeah, um, yeah. So Lionsgate, like they picked up the domestic rights to the movie. Well, they picked up the rights, and apparently they also picked up his other movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which doesn't have a date, so I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, that's really it. That's all. That's because it's literally all that happened. But I just wanted to talk about it because I thought I'd never talk about it ever again, but here we are. So yeah, that's it. So time to play that game. What will happen next? I don't know. I mean, February is we're like almost halfway through February. There's no point in talking about it. And I know for a lot of movies coming up, like a lot of them got Super Bowl ads because you're all. I'm pretty sure you're all aware of the Super Bowl that happened yesterday. I didn't watch it. I don't care for football, but I know that a bunch of movies got ads because unlike the past 2 years, like they're not screwing around this year. Like they're throwing out all the big movies, which is a good thing, right? So yeah, I know Ant-Man 3 had like a spot, I believe. So Ant-Man, Cocaine Bear. Did that have a spot? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know if it did. I think Creed 3 had a spot. Operation Fortune. There it is. Right there. I think Scream 6 had a spot. And there's like 65 in Champions. Shazam. I don't think Shazam 2 had a spot. Because Warner Brothers usually doesn't do the Super Bowl until, well, except this year for a movie I'm going to talk about a little later. But yeah, Shazam 2, John Wick 4, Dungeons and Dragons. I know had a spot. So yeah, March. I don't see anything really happening that month. At least anything bad happening when it comes to movies getting like pushed out. So I think it should be fine. April. I know the Super Mario Brothers movie. I know it had that commercial, that plumbing commercial. That thing is amazing. And that movie, like the marketing's been going so well that I think it's gonna be a smash hit. I think Sonic 2's record is in jeopardy. So yeah. But yeah, the rest of April is, you know, whatever, really. There's Guy Ritchie's next movie, The Covenant, which already had that date. They got May. I know Guardians 3 had a trailer. I know Fast X had a trailer. But yeah, May looking fine. Then you got June, you got Across the Spider-Verse, you got Transformers Rise of the Beast, Strays. A lot of these movies have trailers. The Flash. That was the big trailer that happened yesterday. I saw it. Whether I wanted to or not, I saw it. And ooh boy. I mean, everyone is gushing about Michael Keaton. Like, you can literally just scroll the comment sections on any of the trailer, like the trailer, like any version of the trailer online, and the comments are just filled with Michael Keaton Batman lovers, like everywhere. It's kind of off-putting, but yeah, like at this, I'm convinced Michael Keaton is going to be the only reason why anyone would even want to watch this movie. I'm still not going to watch it. I'm standing my ground. I just refuse to watch it. You can blame Ezra Miller for that, and apparently there's going to be 2 Ezra Millers in the movie. I'm like, oh great, even more reason for me not to watch it. Uh, I mean, The Flash could be good. It could be a total clusterfuck. I think it's probably going to be the latter, but who knows? But for anyone who does see it, let me know how it is, because I'm really curious. Still not watching it though. And then you got the rest of June. I know Indiana Jones 5 has got a spot. I haven't seen the trailer for this yet. I don't know why I just haven't. Same goes for Transformers Rise of the Beast. I don't know why I haven't seen either of those trailers. I'll probably see them in front of Ant-Man 3. But yeah. Then you got July. Looks fine. July, then August. Just blah, 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 blah. Then September. Then October. Then November. Then December. And yada, yada, yada. That's the rest of 2023. Salem's Lot, I'm convinced, is dead. I'm convinced it's dead. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's going to see the light of day. But I've been wrong before, so who knows? But the chances of it existing are not very good. And then you got 2024, January, February, March, blah, 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 blah. Nothing's really worth noting. Well, they finally added in, like, Joker Folle Deluxe. Is that how you say it? I don't think so. Whatever. They added that. And then they finally added Superman Legacy and the Batman 2, or the Batman Part 2. And yeah, that's what the next 2 years look like. So, and with the showdown I want to see so bad, Avatar 3, Sonic 3, Universe, please let it happen. Okay, I need to see that happen. It needs to. All right. And that's really it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out more videos on the homepage. Yeah. Check out more more cancel episodes. There's now 176 episodes, including this one. So you have more than enough to choose from. And I believe I've covered Operation Fortune, I believe one time. I'm gonna check. Yes, one time. That was episode 96. Goddamn. 96. Covered it then alongside the contractor and bed rest. So yeah. If you want to watch that episode, or any other episodes, any of the other episodes I've done, you could go right ahead. You can binge them all from beginning to now, which is I highly encourage you do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions where I predict box office for movies this weekend. Well, apparently I have to do Marlowe, whatever that is, but Ant-Man 3. Get to do that on Friday. That should be real fun to talk about. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made this year and the other years I've been doing this, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. Um yeah, the January recap, I know I delayed it to this week. It will happen this week. I'm not sure which day. Probably Wednesday, but it will happen this week. So stay tuned. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.